On Twitch, on
both.
Bet.
Gotta do a lot of editing tonight.
Okay, I see Twitch is up. Definitely about to hit that 10K on YouTube today. It's coming through.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're 7 away. What's good, y'all? What is good? What is good? Let us. All right. More beat. Yankees gonna lose this. All right. J-Rod, what's good? What's good, guys? He looks really good. He does look really good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good.
Let me get these links out. All right, got this one. About to go live on PinstripeStrong. Where's the YouTube link?
I always put the channel link.
The Twitch link?
I put both. But I put the link on my tweet. I put both.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do it with the confirmation sub.
Who do we send down when we get Urshela, Sevi, and Kluber back? I think by the time we get Kluber back, there'll be September call-up. And by the time we get Sevi back, I mean, there's options. The important thing is that we need these guys back. Like, I don't really care what we do. There's space on the roster. Space can be made. I'll tell you that right now. Like right now on the active roster, just to answer a quick question, like Brody a corner could be sent down. That could be one guy. On the pitching side,
Rob Brantley
when Gary comes back. They'll probably have to send down. I mean, I don't want to, but they'll probably have to send down Ridings. Don't want to though, at all. Joely Rodriguez been good. Like a lot of these guys been kind of good. Andrew Heaney, what are you gonna do? DFA him? You could try that.
Andrew Heaney DFA.
You probably send down Abreu for sure. That's a send down right there. There's 2 send downs in that right there, and then I guess you'd have to send down Ridings. I don't want to send down Ridings. Dude looks nasty. He's giving me Betances vibes. Brantley could be sent down on the position player side. I mean, I'd send down Tyler Wade.
Well, Tyler Wade. They're not gonna send Tyler Wade down.
You could send down Tyler Wade to be able to. If you're getting Gio back, you're gonna have to.
I'd be fine with that.
You get what I'm saying? So.
All right, hold on. I'm almost there as far as the tweets go.
All right, what's good, y'all? Let me see. Sevy pitched 4 innings today. Yes, he did. Ridings is an asset indeed. But I'm just looking at people that you would send down. I don't think Rodriguez has any options. I don't think you could send down Joely Rodriguez. You could get rid of Davis. I don't think Davis has any options to be sent down either. He might be like the roster. All I'm saying is that the Yankees need their guys back. Like, they do. We need our guys back. We'll figure out room. And let's see what's going on with Gleyber too, because that's another thing. Send down Lucas. I don't think Lucas Licky has any options. But I think it's probably better to deal with those problems as you go, because with the way things are going right now, like, I don't even know. You know, like. Nutella. Guys, we made 5,000 followers on Twitch.
Crazy.
That's insane to me because we just started Twitch last year.
Yeah, that's such a fast climb.
Yeah, that's an insane quick climb on Twitch. Let me get some water.
All right, what's up, y'all? Hope you're enjoying your Sunday pod day. So you know the Yankees couldn't win on pod day, couldn't complete the sweep. It is what it is, but I'm not complaining. I'm not mad. It was a Gleyber game today. Gleyber did his thing today. We're going to talk about it. Good to see y'all again. Good to be back. PinstripeStrong Army. I see y'all in the chat, YouTube chat. Let me see. Let me get in the chat real quick. Twitch chat. That's easy money. Already know. What up in the chat? Oh, y'all see I got the Elgato out here, so I look a little different because I got the Elgato gang. More to come about that.
We can start. If you're ready, I'm ready. Yo,
Yes,
what's
sir.
good? What up, Nody Squad? All you guys in here. Everyone on the Yankees should get vaccinated, please.
Oh, here we go. I know we're going to have to talk about this.
I don't think people understand that they are, and apparently that has nothing to do. They had an 85% threshold. I mean, I guess it means absolutely nothing. Elizabeth, are you on clips, like, you know, for different segments and stuff like that we do? No Chris. No Chris today. Can't wait to see Field of Dreams on Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? I thought it was Thursday. Field of Dreams is... Oh, you're watching the movie? I don't know. All right.
I think it's on Thursday. Then they're off Friday. They travel back to Chicago. They play 2 games in Chicago Saturday and Sunday at guaranteed rate. Chicago White Sox.
Indeed, they do. All right. We can start. Right? Good vibey music here.
All right.
Not the beat. All right, guys. Okay, we're going to start in 3, 2. All right, guys. What is going on, y'all? It's been a little while, and there has been a reason why, but it's been a little while since we've had a podcast. It is August 8th, and the Yankees once again fail in an opportunity to sweep a series this year. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, they've had 18 opportunities this year. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just 18 opportunities, and they're 5-13 in those opportunities. Yankees win half of those losses, and you're looking at Yankees in first place. But we're not going to let that sour us because they are playing very well despite everything that's happening against them, whether they are getting injured and COVID and everything and runners in scoring position. Yankees are finding ways to win, and the energy around the team is different once the trade deadline happened. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about all of this stuff. We're going to be dedicating this podcast to my beloved cousin and sister, Jennifer Castro, who has left us, but she's never left my heart and never will leave my heart. Let's get started on that. We're going to talk about all of that stuff and hopefully some laughs on the PinstripeStrong podcast. Go ahead, Chris.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Chris is let's do it.
All right.
Let's get it. Take Chris's line.
We got a beat here. Woo! It's been a little while since I rocked that beat. I'm going to let it rock for a little bit. Thank you guys so much. PinstripeStrong podcast. Let's go. All right. Welcome to the PinstripeStrong podcast. It is your boy, Joe's McFly. One of three hosts of the PinstripeStrong podcast. And I am joined here by the one and only Keith McPherson.
Yo, what up? It's Keith McFly. PHLY. What up, my guy? Good to be back. Pinstripe strong. Yankees are winning. The brand is strong. The team is strong. The team is different. New Yankees. It's a good time in Yankee land, and we're back. We missed y'all. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate all the support. And perfect time, perfect time to talk about the Yankees. They just had a nice little homestand right here, winning series despite all the adversity. And we're back to hold it down with y'all despite all the adversity. Let's get it, Joes. Let's get it.
Yes. And I know Keith has moved. He's in a new location right now. And, he's got some stuff he's working on also in the background. I'm going to be fixing up my background, so we're going to see what's up here. If this is your first time on the podcast or listening to the podcast, or you haven't been on the podcast in a while, first of all, thank you guys. We are seriously not serious, but we dead ass, though. You know what I mean?
Dead ass.
Sometimes we got the performance-enhancing drugs on our feet, some Tims, letting people know what's good. And we love to have fun, love to watch baseball, and welcome over here to us, guys. So first and foremost, the reason we haven't had a podcast, just in case you don't follow on Instagram, Twitter, or any social somehow, some way, and I don't know why you wouldn't, but you should follow us there. But reason that we don't is because my cousin Jenny, who was 33 years old, my cousin, my first sister, basically, and passed away tragically and rapidly. She was in the last pod, I believe. No, not the last pod, but she was in the last last stream before anything. Like, I was in the stream before, and we were just having fun, everything. And then the next day, it was just like rapid, like it was crazy. So RIP to Jenny. And you know what? I will say something, that baseball is and has been very therapeutic for me, just because getting back to it, getting back to the norm, it's been able to help me along with, Keith, I know you dealt with basically a brother of yours passing as well. And baseball kind of like it really does help you. It does help you with healing. Sports does in general, but it does help you with healing and all of that stuff. And I love that. I appreciated all of the support everybody sent our way. It was crazy. I'm like, sometimes you think like, everybody got their own stuff going on. Who cares? But you guys you're like really awesome. The Twitch gang and everybody gave us enough space and time. And they were like, we miss you guys though. And then when finally come back on the live stream, for the live games, in case you don't know, you can join us on Twitch for any of those. But people went in there in full force, and just the energy, and you guys just made me feel so good and so much better. And been able to kind of get back in the swing of things in this series against the Mariners, and Yankees, part of my healing process and all of that stuff. So that's dope. I'll never forget Jenny, but that's it does help, getting your mind off of things and just kind of being able to be mad about baseball. I remember last year when the pandemic and all of that stuff, and when baseball came back, and I was like, hey, I had a shirt where I said, I'm happy to be able to be upset about baseball again. And it's not even just for because of the pandemic, you're thinking about all that other stuff. But now I kind of take that shirt, differently as well because of all of that was going on. And the happiest that I've been this whole week, to be honest, was when Gallo hit that home run, that bomb, which we had to get a shirt out immediately for it. But when Gallo hit that home run and had that beautiful swing, and he was just like, and I was just like, gone. Like, I was just so hype. I was so happy, and that was the happiest I've been in a week, man. But so that's basically why we haven't been out here. And thank you so much for your support and condolences and all of that stuff. But this podcast is definitely dedicated to Jenny.
To Jenny.
Yes,
To Jenny.
For sure. But how you doing, Keith?
I'm all right, man. Appreciate you, bro. Got your
Yes.
back. And, it's unfortunate in life that these things happen and we all go through these things and it happens at different times and at random times. But, it's good to have people around you that hold you up. And the PinstripeStrong community, Jomboymedia community, people online on Yankees Twitter, they were really supportive this week. And, we did some things, we did some spaces, we just kept it running and the Yankees kept winning. And I was just happy that, you were able to get that joy when you see, Joey Gallo hit that ball drops in. I'm in the bleachers. I watch it drop in. The place goes nuts. It's euphoric, man. And it brings you just back to, a lot of things. Last year was a crazy year. We lost a lot of people last year and we didn't have baseball for some of that. And, for it to be an escape, for you to do something you love, man, I'm excited for you to get back into it. I know how hard it is to lose someone. I lost my brother at 27 randomly one night. That was in 2015, and that's something that changed me forever.
You're never ready for it either.
No, it's not something that you ask for. It's not something that you can predict. It's something that just happens to you, and you figure out how to move forward. And I appreciate you. I appreciate Chris. I've been thinking about you guys a lot. I've been thinking about this community a lot and doing what I can to, keep things moving while, we took this time. But one thing I wanted to say about Jenny is I didn't really get to meet her or be around her, but I knew of her through our social media. She would be sharing our posts. She would be, liking our stuff. And I was like, man, she's so supportive of us. Mm-hmm. She's with us now all the time, bro. She's watching PinstripeStrong right now. Like, good to see you back, Joe. Do your thing, Joe. So let's do it for Jenny, man. This one's for Jenny.
Yes, for sure. I used to call her Jen Joe, and she would call me Joe Jen, because we were just like that. We just it's just dope. So
tag team, the fusion.
For sure, the fusion. That's just what it was. That's what it was. Before we had siblings, we had each other. So, and that's it. But yeah, man, like a lot of stuff. Like it's crazy if you ever let like a whole week in Yankee baseball like just kind of go right. And, we do these podcasts after every series. If you ever, and we had, what was it? Was it 3 podcasts or 2? I'm not sure. Last one that we did, Red Sox beat the Yankees, 3 games in the 4-game set.
So the Tampa series. We didn't do the Tampa series, the Orioles series. And now so just 2 series. Okay, so just Tampa and Baltimore.
It's crazy the amount of news that has happened in just all of that stuff. Miami.
Oh, yes.
We didn't do Miami. We missed Miami, so it's 3.
Yeah.
So it's crazy the amount, and you sit there, you think about it, and it's like, bro, like sometimes I get myself in tune with stuff that's going on just doing this. Like seriously, if it wasn't for like talking Yanks, and still listening to that, I would have probably been way out of the loop, bro. Because guys, this is how ridiculous it is. And then this is the updated list, because I'm not gonna go ahead and give you whatever different news. This is the updated list, and it's getting ridiculous now. 2019 vibes are starting to come back. I'm getting PTSD from this shit. Anthony Rizzo, Garrett Cole, Jordan Montgomery, Gary Sanchez, Aroldis Chapman, Domingo Germán, Corey Kluber, Luis Severino, Michael King, Clark Schmidt, Darren O'Day, Gio Urshela, Aaron Hicks, Clint Frazier, Miguel Andujar, Chris Gittins, Trey Ambergy, Tim LaCastro, and it's hopefully not Gleyber Torres, because apparently he jammed his thumb today, and now they're concerned, and now there's MRI situations going on. But it's people getting hurt, it's people losing out, it's people that are starting to get hot, ended up being on the IL, it's people that is like, oh shit, you're indispensable, oh shit, COVID, and it's just like so much things that are going on. Please give me my healthy team. Now that we're finally making a run, please. We thought the season was done. And just when I thought that I was done, I mean, I think do I have the soundbite for it? Let me see. I think, I don't know.
Anything that I said about the old Yankees doesn't apply to these Yankees. Anything I said on old podcasts about those guys, that doesn't apply to these guys.
These are new guys, so none of that stuff counts because this is the new team. I had a video where I said this might be the worst Yankee team of all time or whatever that I've watched, and I'm still right. Okay, that team has nothing to do with this one. There's the tale of two teams in 2021.
That team was bad. That team found incredible ways to lose.
Yes.
Like incredible ways to blow a game and destroy hearts of all their fans. This new team has lifted me up. I don't know. It's a different energy. New faces in the locker room. New faces in the clubhouse.
With the Yankees, this is how I feel.
Just when they thought I was out, they pull me back in.
Just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in. And that's like... That's what it is. And you know what? This team is fun to watch. These guys are fun to watch. They're hitting all of this stuff. It's crazy what a bobblehead does, getting people into the stadium. I don't know. Maybe do a whole bunch of those Yankees. Let's go. I went to the DJ LeMahieu one. But it's dope as hell. The energy kind of changed in the stadium a little bit. I just think that the addition of Joey Gallo, Anthony Rizzo, even bringing up out of necessity and finding and tripping, the Yankees tripping on finding writings. And, now Clay Holmes looks great as well. And I thought that signing was like, yo, what the hell are we doing? But he was great. What the hell do I know? I'm an idiot. And then, even Joely Rodriguez has been good. Like, the Yankees, the people that they acquired, it was like, oh, shit, let's go. And just when you bring in a couple of people, other people are just, like, sneaking out on the back end. Garrett Cole gets COVID, and then Monty, and then I'm like, yo, what's going on? Herman gets hurt. I'm like, yo, whoa. Chapman now had the elbow inflammation, and they put him on the IL. And
Gio.
Yeah, what's going on with Gio? I need him back because all of these errors. Odor is not a third baseman. God bless his heart for trying. He is not a third baseman. And then, Gary, who's hitting well. Oh, shit, COVID. What's going on? I thought we got vaxxed. But apparently,
we had a vaccination site in the stadium.
My man's got the budget vaccine. And Yankees got the budget vaccine. And the one shot. I think that's the one that attracts the variants. That's the one that brings in the variants. Holy shit, bro. What the hell? What's going on? It doesn't stop you. The vaccine doesn't stop you from contracting it, which, I guess makes you think, because you think vaccine, you think cure automatically, right? And it'll prevent me from getting it in the future. At least that's what I thought. But can I please just get...
I said, bro, are there other teams going through this right now?
It doesn't feel like it. It really doesn't.
Like, it's just us. Like, we can't catch a break. At least we're winning through it. But it's like, damn, every day you wake up, there's new news. Like, we follow the Yankees PR account and then the Yankees account. That like they'll put something out every day. It's just like, yo, we can't win. Even when we're winning, we're not winning. But
I need that account to be nice and dormant. Like, when that account is dormant, like, I'm good. With it. When the Yankees PR account is nice and dormant, I'm good. Like, other than that, it's like, sheesh. I don't know. Hopefully we need to. And the thing is that when people are on the COVID leave, there's, like, no update. So you just don't know. Like, it's like, when's Garrett Cole going to come back?
Yeah, I think it's a minimum of like 10 days. Don't they have to be out for 10 days?
Yeah, he was out for 10 days. I was because I went to the stadium for the first time in like a month, bro. Happy I went. Holy shit, Keith. Happy I went. But when I seen Severino, my man was in the dugout wearing a mask. And you know what? Severino's probably like, listen, I love you guys. I know we're all vaccinated and shit, and but I'm aware of this shit because there's been enough shit holding me back from coming back to this, to play on this major league field. So I'm going to put on a mask. And maybe the Yankees should go back to those protocols, even though that they're 85% and they have relaxed protocols. Maybe they should stay in the hotel room on the road when you spend a whole week in Florida, who just, the government apparently just doesn't acknowledge in Florida. So maybe they should just stay in the hotel room and not swap spit with people in the bars over there. I don't know what they're doing. But
it's unreal, bro. It's unreal.
crazy.
Yo, it's August 2021. We're still doing this. Like, we're still going through this. Like, we're taking guys out of professional. I don't want to go down that path to talk about this, But I get Sevy wearing a mask because he's trying to make his starts with the Somerset Patriots. He's like, hey, if this mask will help me not come up positive on that COVID test, like, that's another thing too. These tests, they're not 90% accurate. They're not 80% accurate. How do we know that these tests that they're taking aren't giving false negatives? And it's impacting our season.
I don't know. I'm sure that they take them maybe twice or whatever it is. They try to check. And apparently if you're not vaccinated, it's automatic 10 days. Like, once you test positive, it's automatic 10 days. So
I don't know.
Yeah.
Are they? I don't know.
I'm not.
Something's got to change. Something's got to change.
Yeah, I mean, crazy. Somerset, guys. Somerset is Sean Sample's in to relieve who's our boy as well, but Sean Sample's in to relieve Luis Severino, who, by the way, today went 4 innings, 5 Ks, no hits, no runs, nothing, and then Sean Sample comes up behind 3 innings with 3 Ks. No runs, nothing. So they're pitching a perfect game over there. So let's see what's going on. But it's nice to see Severino pitching well and dominating.
He's like that.
He's like that. He is that guy. All right, he is that guy. All right, so that's dope. Nice seeing that. And I mean, does that really cover all of the news? I'm not sure who else. I think Clint took some batting practice.
Saw some Instagram clips of him swinging.
Yes, Michael King, they checked his middle finger. We're going to see what happens. They checked the specialist. Luke Voigt returned and was swinging for the fucking fences today. My God, he was trying to drop a nuke so bad. I feel like every swing that he was like, this is what you get for trading for Rizzo. And then every time he just kept proving as to why they kept trading for Rizzo. But nah, we love Luke Voigt, man. I'm wearing the Luke the 5'9" shirt right now, the Luke Nukem shirt.
How crazy is it? We're looking at Luke Voigt versus Rizzo when it used to be Mike Ford versus Luke Voigt or Mike Ford versus Jay Bruce. We've come a long way. We've come a long way.
We have. What has stood out to you, I guess, in this whole series, since we haven't done anything, but not only in this series, but what has stood out to you all this time? Since I guess our last podcast.
Easy for me.
Go ahead.
There's 2 young guys that I knew their names, I guess. Yes. But I didn't really know much of their game or what they had. It's a thing, you see clips of them and you read their name on Twitter and you check them out. Okay, this guy's a good prospect. Luis Heel and Steven Writings. Yo, that's what stood out to me the most this year. I'm like, well, really it was last series into this series, but the pitching that we're getting from those guys and even the new faces like Joely Rodriguez, Clay Holmes.
Yes.
And a lot of people wanted to dog Andrew Heaney, but he settled in. Like a veteran, and in the post game, he spoke about, the atmosphere here is different in Yankee Stadium. It's a lot. Like, for everyone to get used to, even guys that have been here, like the stadium's turning back up. So, he fought. So for me, what stood out the most was the pitching that I didn't know we had. When we're missing Monty right now, when we're missing Cole right now, we get a performance like we got out of Luis Gil again. The first one he had against the Orioles, great. But to get this again today out of him, and then the Steven Ridings kid, we're getting Betances vibes.
Yes.
I'm like, where did these guys come from with this much command, poise, swag? And they got the stuff.
Yes.
It's awesome to see. It is very encouraging. It makes me think that, like, for once, the Yankees could have, like, more than enough pitching if we play this right.
Yes. Indeed, for sure. Ridings does give me Betances vibes. He's 6'8". Dude's got nasty, untouchable stuff. And now he's locating. Apparently, the knock on him was that he had a lot of walks per inning, and then he just kind of fixed that this year. And then you hear that, his grandmother passed away the day before that he came up, and then that moment was great for his family. He had a 3 strikeout inning. I mean, that was big time.
In his debut,
he needs to grow out that mustache, that Goose Gossage type of mustache, that ass, because he looks like, it looks like he would, he would look like very intimidating if he did that.
He's a boss.
He is. What stood out to me, all this time, the trade deadline works. It works. It worked in 2017 for the Yankees. The Yankees took a couple of trade deadlines off. And that extra help could have, this team, 4th place, dead in the water, 9.5 games out. If you guys remember, I put out a tweet July 4th. The Yankees were 9.5 games out of the Red Sox. All of these things happen. Yankees start playing well. They start inching close. Then the trade deadline works. Cashman makes the necessary moves. Gallo, Rizzo starts bringing in other stuff. Joely Rodriguez, different pieces to the team. Of course, there were some injuries as well, but supplanted, all of that stuff. Energy changes as soon as those guys walk in the room. And the trade deadline works. The teams with the best record after the All-Star breaks are the people that had the best trade deadlines. The Yankees, the Dodgers. I mean, those teams. I mean, Atlanta Braves added the other teams. Philly. Like a lot of the teams they added. And the trade deadline works in that sense. If on the reverse, on the flip of the coin, the teams having the worst time are people that had bad deadlines. Seattle, which for some reason they traded their closer, and then the Red Sox, who only traded for Schwarber basically and didn't get much needed help. Toronto's as hot as the freaking sun, and they added Berrios, and I'm scared of Toronto. I'm gonna be very honest. They got back in Toronto. They're looking like I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. The Red Sox right now, they're looking like what they're supposed to be looking like, what we thought that they're looking like. And they lost again today to Toronto, who they had an 8-4 lead on. And they came back, and Toronto won that game. Toronto in Toronto is crazy.
I thought that game was over.
Toronto took 3 or 4 from the Red Sox. So, and it took the Red Sox extra innings to beat them by 1 run. So, listen, I'm afraid of Toronto right now, especially the fact that they added Berrios, and that team can hit. The run differential is insane, and the Rays are there as well. So, who else? I think a bunch of people had like some bad deadlines and things like that, but those 2 teams specifically, trade deadline works, man. That just gives your team like a second energy, like a second win. I feel like that's the one that gets you through the dog days,
Yeah.
Dog days of summer is August. Everybody knows that. That's when you start being sluggish, and the Red Sox are going through that right now, bro. They are ass. Holy shit. They are losing so much. Their pitching is showing its ass. Even when they hit, which they hit today, it's crazy. But I'm glad that the Yankees on the other side of that coin, and they're hitting and they're playing well and they're winning series, which is important. They had a 5-game winning streak coming into this one. You want to see them sweep. I wish that they would have swept. They didn't. But now they also got 3 more games against Kansas City coming up, which is good. But don't take the games lightly. So trade deadline works. Just keep that in mind for future deadlines.
Yep.
All right. This series, 4-game series against Seattle. Yankees were riding high. They took two of 3 against the Orioles. They end up sweeping the Marlins. You know, they're playing very well coming into this series. And you know, Seattle is a team that is with them, fighting with them for that wild card. And they're not a bad team. They're a good team. Weird stuff at the deadline that they did, but the Yankees showed out in this series and they played well. And I love what what Yankee fans did in this series, how they showed out. Giveaways are big. Giveaways are big, Keith. They really are, but I just love game 1, how the biggest thing out of that game, Yankees are losing. Oh, another thing with the Yankees, they're kind of having this thing where they don't have this glass jaw. You know what I mean? Like, they could get down, but they're not out. And I love that feeling because the Yankees, I think they're second in baseball with come from behind wins. And that's good. That's what 2009 was built on. You know, the Yankees coming back and then the walk-off wins. I think that the Yankees should have like a little celebration, you know, after the game. They don't really do anything.
Yeah, no
they mob
pies,
them.
no
They should do something, bro. Bring back the pies. Bring back some. I don't know if they can't do the Gatorade thing because of. I don't know what they can or can't do because of COVID anymore. But
water bottles. I don't know.
Bottles. I don't know. But the Yankees got ahead in this game. Then they got down in this game. Then they would get back, and then everything just sets up when they're getting down and things like that. And the biggest blow in this game was Gallo hitting that bomb to right and short porch. And people come, listen, I don't give a fuck about short porch. Listen, I don't care. I don't care. You're playing in the same field, homie. I don't care. Gallo hits a shot, like, no lie. It must have kissed the moon, bro. That shit was crazy. I could look at that swing forever. His first homer as a Yankee, 3-run homer that ended up being the game winner. It was good. And I was insanely happy with this because, yo, we needed that. Especially after, Seager, who I'm tired of seeing. I don't want to see him ever again, bro. Holy shit, that kid, defensively and offensively, I feel like he's like always a threat going up against the Yankees. But that was the game winner. It got a little hairy. We had a nice, easy 1-2-3 inning from Chapman to close out that game. Nah, man, yo, that shit was kind of. I was fucking chicken in my boots, bro. I thought Haniger hit that one out, and it just found the glove, and I'm fine. I'm good. No problem. I have no problem. Yankees won this game 5-3. I don't know if anything stood out to you, but that home run from Gallo, like Jared just said in the chat, was breathtaking, bro. That shit was insane. You were in the stadium on this day.
I went to this game. So, like, I agree with what you said about, like, the never say die mentality. It's like we were never out. Gallo had 2 doubles in this game. Like, this was a Gallo game.
Yeah, 3 hits.
He was – I knew he was in line to have a Yankee moment like that.
Yep.
And I was in 203 when that ball came down. So, I saw it drop down. It was ridiculous. I saw some people getting at you and getting at me. They're like, it's not a bomb. You can't call it a bomb. Oh, Yankee Stadium – Yankee fans making a big deal. This guy barely hit that out over the short porch. Yo, do you understand? Like, duh, that's what we wanted. We should have more guys that can do that. We should have more lefties in this lineup like this. We got this guy at the deadline. Gallo had his day.
And by the way, that's a home run. That's a home run in 10 out of 30 ballparks. It's not just Yankee Stadium, by the way, in case you don't know.
Right. Facts, because you had to give them the facts. Like, I don't know. And the short porch is open to everyone. It also works for the other team. But either way,
we don't push the game. We don't push the fences back when the other team bats.
Right, it stays there. Nestor night. My guy Nestor Cortez. He's a fan favorite. That was the other thing that stood out was like, let me see, what did Nestor end up doing that night for us? Cortez went 5. Yeah. 5 hits, whatever. Kellenic, that dude is as advertised. He turned it on for Yankee Stadium. He wasn't really killing it, but when you play in the Bronx in front of the bright lights and the big stage, he turned it on for us. But Nestor Cortez, Nestor night, hard to get a ticket. Nestor night.
That's a fact.
He held it down. And then you go Chad, Britton, Chapman, just like you drew it up. Like I thought that was hilarious. I'm like, we have slotted in Nestor Cortez as a legit starter for us.
Yeah. And in Green, too. Green was there, too. And listen, I mean, this was a good game. I'm really happy with the pitching overall. I feel like a lot of the things with this turnaround and the Yankees playing well has to do with the pitching as well. Cortez was taking the train after work.
I wish I would have seen him on the train.
Somebody put out there, they're like, yo, this is why this team got COVID, bro. Why is this man taking the train? So I don't know. He was on that train with no mask, just chilling, like a regular dude with his lunchbox.
Yo, he's great. He blends in too. He doesn't have anything on to make you even think he's Nestor Cortez. Peep my guy.
Yeah. Look at him right there. Yep. I love. You know what? Another thing about Gallo, bro. I love Gallo because I feel like he hustles. He plays the game really hard. I did not know that about him because you don't watch him every day when he's in Texas. But the guy plays the game really hard. Like, one of the doubles that he had was a hustle double. Like, he really hustles on the base pass, bro. He's a good base runner, too. Has good instincts on the base pass from what I've seen. And even in the outfield, he made some good plays in this series that has helped the Yankees. So I welcome his defense. Clint, brother, I'm gonna be very honest with you. It's looking slow. It's looking slow, bro. You're gonna have to go right. Get used to go. Start looking for shit in Scranton, bro.
Bring my guy Clint into this.
I'm just saying, like, he's getting ready to come back. It's just understand if there's gonna be, Yankees PR, who's been a very active account, might be tweeting, a sign to AAA. The Yankees been trying to save that option really bad, but for why? What are we doing here? So anything else from that other game, from that first game? I think that was it.
I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah. I think that. Let me know in the chat if I did forget anything. I think Rizzo had a crazy scoop. Holy Rizzo scoop. And then this is why he's so missed in this COVID. And happy birthday to him today. Here's your present, I guess.
He missed one game and we're all like, damn, we ain't got Rizzo.
Yo, that shit is crazy. The impact. The Yankees are playing so well with Rizzo and Gallo on the team, losing him. It's just his defense too, bro. Like, I think he told Odor, because Odor's like, hey man, I don't know how to play their base, and I'm not used to the throw. I don't know. He probably said that. But then Rizzo went up to him. He was like, hey, listen, that shit don't matter, bro. Just throw that shit my way, and I'll catch everything. Don't worry about it. I catch everything. And he gives me Teixeira vibes at first base, being that nice calming force. So it's nice having him there. So that's good. And then, but that's it from that game. And then we have the next game, which is cool. Yankees also won this game 3-2. This is a game I think the Yankees kind of stole here because I felt like they were supposed to lose. But they came back and they won. This was the bullpen day. I went to this game. Me, Noah, and Chris went to this game. And it was dope, bro. It really was. It was dope. So
Game of the year at the stadium.
Game of the year.
That was the best time at the stadium.
Game of the year. I was there. I was able to get some dope, crazy seats. Like, behind the Yankee. I never in my life have I ever sat that close in my life. I was right behind the Yankee dugout. People were like, yo, Joe, I see you on TV. Every time a left-handed batter comes out, I'm like, let's go. But Noah was there. He was hype. Like, I seen Sevy before the game. I said, what up? He said, oh, what up? Yeah, that shit was cool. I seen Glaber. Glaber was like, oh, what's up? Like, he said, what's up to Noah. Noah kind of dubbed him, though. Like, rude.
He wanted to talk to Judge.
Very rude. I'm like, what the hell? So he kind of dubbed him a little bit. Like, he was like, hey, what's up? Like, I'm like, yo, look, no, that's the guy that gave you the bat. And he was like, oh, okay. Like, he was like a ball boy or some shit. I'm like, yo, Noah.
Forgot about Glaive.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, what the hell? And he was just like, he's like, yeah, but I want to see Judge. Like, hello, Judge. I'm like, okay. I can see how it could get annoying to the players. You know, every inning, people like, oh, Judge, Clever. Like, people be, every fucking, it's crazy. Be trying to get their attention. Noah went down there every inning trying to get Judge's attention. He went down there. I didn't record it. I wish I would have recorded it, but I recorded it in my mind. When he went up there and Judge finally turned around, I think it was, who was it? Was it Herman or Cortez? It was one of those two. They tapped Judge. They were like, hey, the little kid's calling. I guess they heard. And he said, oh. Like he didn't notice he was just locked in because it's a close game. Turned around, looked at Noah in his face. It's like, oh, hey, what's up, man? Like, you know, said what's up to him. And yo, when Noah turned around, his face was like forever. He was just like, oh my God, he said hi to me. I was like, he was so hype about that, man. And that moment was like, it was just worth, you know, the admission, like everything like that. Like that was worth it. It wasn't the steak or anything like that, which was fucking spectacular. But it was legends. But I think every Yankee fan should experience it once, at least once being that close. I felt like I was in the trenches with the guys, especially in extra innings. And, you know, they were there talking to each other. You could hear conversations, them saying stuff back and forth. And, you know, you felt like you were there. And, you know, I think the biggest hit in this game, in my opinion, is Giancarlo, when he was able to tie that game up in the 10th, because you're thinking, oh, shit, whatever. Well, we got to talk about, I mean, of course, there's the Gardy, the walk-off. Go look at that video. That shit went crazy. That shit went crazy. It was back and forth, but Giancarlo was good. When Aaron Judge in the 8th inning kind of tied up that game, and I got to give him credit because I'm going to forget. I got to give credit to the bullpen who was sensational in this game. Sensational in this game. I mean, from Wandy Peralta to Ridings to Joely Rodriguez to Clay Holmes, who ended up giving up a run, but it was, you know, he was frustrated. It's only one run, whatever. He still pitched well. To Licky, to Loizaga, to Green, and even to Abreu at the end, who was pumped up, bro, and gave the Yankees that chance to win that in the 11th. Yo, the bullpen was awesome. But Aaron Judge, of course, got the sac fly, who I thought was, you know, from my viewpoint, I thought was gone. I thought it was gone when he hit that ball. I thought it was gone. I know if I would have been sitting in the outfield, I would have known, like, you know, fine.
I was out in left field.
Whatever. It was going to be out or a sac fly. But what is it, Noah?
Mommy's getting a car.
Okay, cool. All right. But you can tell me that later. Jesus. All right. I don't know. So, yeah. So, there was that. And then there was the – it just fucking threw me off. Giancarlo, when we were with 2 outs, and Giancarlo gets that base hit the other way, where at first I was like – damn, that's just going to stay up. It's game over. And when that ball drops, the stadium fucking erupts. It was the biggest crowd of the year, getting the Garrett Cole. Everybody was there early trying to get that shit. It was a zoo in Yankee Stadium at 5:30 trying to get into that stadium. Holy shit.
It was nuts.
It was nuts. So went in there, got the Garrett Cole Top Gun stuff. And, the crowd, I think we did the biggest crowd of the year, 40-something thousand. Was
43,180.
Yes, was going nuts, bro. And that dropped. We got the run in. Abreu gets the shutdown inning. Shutdown inning is so important. And he was so pumped up coming off of the mound. And then of course, you have the Guardy party. The guard dog comes up and hits a single to center for his biggest hit of the year. Tough season, he calls it in his words. Yo, that was dope. That was dope. That was dope. That was a crazy game, back and forth. I don't know what your feelings were. I know you were in the place too, Keith.
I loved it, bro. I'm just smiling now, just thinking about it, because the combination of a walk-off win on the first Friday night in August, the first bobblehead since 2019, like the atmosphere was crazy. It was the largest crowd the Yankees have had since 2019. Gardner, in his most likely final season, gets it done, and it's just like, I don't know, everything just felt right. Everybody was in there. I ran into so many people before the game, during the game. I knew it was going to be a long night. I went in, got the bobblehead, left, came back in, like got another ticket, and went back in because I knew we were going to be.
Did you get a second bobblehead or not?
I didn't end up getting a second bobblehead, no. but someone already put one to the side for me, so I have two, but I didn't get a second one my second time in. That game was 4 hours and 16 minutes. It was late, like it was like after 11:15. It was like 11:20 and the game was over.
Yeah.
And then the party spilled out into the streets around the stadium, and we partied out there probably till like 1 in the morning. It was beautiful. It like felt like real life again. The Yankees win, and you know, I really don't have any exact words for it, but
Noah
it
was
it's
so
like,
tired after that game.
Yeah, so I mean, everybody. It was like I felt like the fans willed them to victory. I feel like the fans being behind them, it was like, we're with y'all. We'll be here all night. Get it done. Get the win. And when you throw a bullpen game like this, and then these guys fight to win it like that at the end, everything just felt right in Yankee land. I felt like I was in a movie, bro. I was like, this is like what we dreamed about in 2020 that we couldn't do. It was sick.
By the way, Somerset had just finished throwing a no-hitter. Ron.
Complete.
Yeah, complete. No-hitter. By the way, Marciano or Ron, the reason that it's not a perfect game is that he allowed one walk. So, but it's still no-hitter, so congrats to them. That is dope. Right there.
Yo, I want to ride out there. I can get there in like 45 minutes.
We should catch a Somerset game. That'll be dope. I would wonder what it's like out there. Plus, there's people that I know there.
It's nice. It's nice. They have like home cooked food. Like it's nice. I'm trying to go.
All right, so we'll figure something out. We should definitely do that. We should definitely do that in the month of August. Figure that out. Maybe in a away game for the Yankees, because they got a West Coast road trip coming up, boy. Holy shit, that might be insane. This Severino, don't get me hype. Yeah, Severino, let me dream, Severino. Let me dream, Severino.
I need to see video from this.
Keith said one thing to me that I agree with him. Like after the game, when we were walking home, when he said, "Damn, Noah's starting level is like light years ahead of where we started at." Like my man in legend seats, like at his age, holy shit. Memories are insane. You know, talking to Judge and like I was talking to Sevy, and Sevy was like, "Hey man, you should make him a switch hitter, bro," because he knows that he bats left. So he was like, "You should make him a switch hitter and make him bat both." So I was like, "All right, cool." You know, like Sevy's like Sevy knows. You got me? Like Severino knows about like Noah type shit, and that shit is dope, bro. It really is dope. Like
what a dream.
You know, her mom was like, "Oh shit, what up?" You know, like some of the, not all the guys, I mean, but some of the guys like know me, like, so like that shit is crazy. But the view is different. The only bad thing that I'll say about Legends, bro, is that like one dude was like, because Noah was cheering. He was just so hype and cheering. The kid was like, "All right, you know, if I get him a ball, could you tell him to like keep it down a bit?" I'm like, "Yo, bro, we not in a fucking library, my guy. What are you saying? We're not in a library." Yeah, thank you for getting him.
Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, thank you for getting him the ball or whatever it is. You got him a ball. Noah got 2 balls in that day. But, yo, bro, we're not in a library. You don't come to a stadium if you need peace and quiet. Who does that? Like, who does that? So, but whatever. He still kept cheering. I just told Noah to move over.
It's the bougie heads. It's these people with money that think that they're coming for their like luxury experience. Yeah, it's luxury, but we're here to win. We're trying to will the
People
team
there
to
need to
victory.
fucking
We're
get up
cheering
and
for the
cheer,
Yankees.
bro.
Like
People there need to
like
get up
we're
and fucking
yelling.
cheer.
We're
Like,
rooting for the Yankees.
exactly. I was there. There were some other dudes there, but it was like few and far between of like people that are getting up and like cheering with 2 strikes. I'm like, yo, man, what's going on over here? You know what I mean? Like, but
Because they don't know what's going on. They don't understand the game.
They don't even know the
confused why
players and
everybody's so high.
they don't even know the players. Like, they hit the walk-off, and there's a guy behind me, like, still, like he's on the phone and shit. I'm like, yo, bro, what? I don't know. Me, I went crazy. I turned. It was so dope seeing the guys run off of the bench, like, real time, not on TV.
Yeah,
run off of the bench
go
to run on the
celebrate.
field to celebrate a win like that. So that was awesome. That was great. That moment's forever. I probably won't sit there for a long time unless somebody gives me tickets. But
Yeah,
that was dope.
Send them.
Or send them if just in case you don't use them. Please send them my way, or in case you want
Transfer
peace.
me some legends.
Yeah, or if you want some peace and quiet on that night, and you got legend seats. I never do. So please send them to me, because I'm sure my neighbors would like to get me out of the house watching Yankee games. Next game, Yankees won 5-4. This is the one that Judge homered in, and then Odor had the shit that I thought was foul, man. Like, I seen it, and I was, like, looking away, like, oh, shit, that shit is foul. And I'm like, that shit is gone? I'll take the short porch shots all day. I don't give a shit. I used to feel kind of, like, guilt a little bit, because people used to guilt trip us about the short porch. I don't give a shit anymore, Keith. I don't.
No,
I don't give a shit at all. Like, I want more short porch. I want people to get rattled and
more
pissed.
lefties. Give me more lefties that can accidentally hit a home run like that. Like,
Yes, give me some more like Jeffrey Mayer shit, like where people like, maybe don't stick your hand out or whatever, but like those short porch jobs, like I don't give a shit anymore, bro. I'm not apologizing for playing in a stadium and having a team that's actually exploiting that. I mean, don't you just build your team to your stadium? Yankees.
Supposed to. We caught on a little late.
Even though you added all these writings.
Took some time.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of weird because this game was like a Jekyll and Hyde game. This game was 2 feet away from being unwinnable. Like, the Yankees were just going to have to end up pitching Anthony Rizzo in this game, which is what Boone said. Andrew Heaney had nothing in the first nothing in the first 2 innings, like nothing. And then you got, to his credit, he bared down and he was able to get the Yankees through 6. And then after a bullpen day, homie was like looking crazy. I think he almost had, what do you have, like almost 60 pitches, like some crazy shit. 60 pitches through 2 innings.
Yeah, it was getting bad fast, and this is following his other bad start from Monday against the Orioles. So people had no leash for him, no tolerance for him. I know he's a veteran. I'm glad he settled in, but he was just throwing the ball. If he wasn't just throwing the ball over the plate, he was walking guys. He was a mess. He had no command at all. It's like, damn, bro, you came in here and already gave the game away. So people thought.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking for the stat of what he did in the first couple of innings, and he was a mess, bro. I was like, yo, this guy sucks. This guy's a burger. He's still a burger, but he at least was able to, get out of that, no problem. Where is it? Let me see if I got it. I got it right
in the
here.
Stat sheet.
No.
Stat?
Like with Heaney, I think I said. Well, the first thing I said before in his other start, I said, I don't know if a fly ball pitcher that sucks is the best strategy in Yankee Stadium, because all he does is just give it up in Yankee Stadium. But shit, I retweeted it and now I cannot find it. Oh, well, fuck it. Listen, this was, he gave up those 4 runs and then he hits a fly ball to right. I forgot who it was. Was it Haniger? I forgot who it was. They hit a fly ball to right. And then Giancarlo, who played the field, guys, and he does not look overmatched. Giancarlo looks like, hello, why aren't you guys playing me out here? Like, he looks good out there. What's the problem? In Miami, he played, what's the problem here? He looks good in the outfield. Why are we not playing him in the outfield more? Oh, especially now, when everybody gets healthy, they need to play him in the outfield for sure. But that shit was a couple of feet away from being a grand slam in that second inning and this game being over. Instead, Heaney settled down, was able to get lucky with that fly ball, and gave us 6 innings. Holmes came in, struck out 3. He was nasty. And then Rodriguez looked good as well. And then Loaizaga. So it was awesome there. The offense, though, came back from after that Rugi homer, Mariners fans were in shambles, Keith. They were like, oh, my God, this team only knows how to short porch. What's going on? Higgy hits a ground rule double. Rizzo hits a double play. All right, Rizzo, with 1 out, hits into a double play, and they still score a run because DJ LeMahieu gets into a rundown, and the Mariners are idiots. And that's why the Yankees end up winning this game 5-4, because the Mariners forgot that there's a runner on third. That
was great.
They just forgot. But whatever. I don't really care. It's better to win ugly than to lose pretty. So you guys already know that. Odor homer is probably a homer in one other place, and that is Fenway Park. And it was funny seeing Red Sox fans saying, oh, my God, a Little League homer, Little League homer. But, bro, that shit would have been out in Fenway Park. You fucking idiot, bro. That shit would have been a couple of rows deep in Fenway Park around that pesky pole. Yeah. So, Yankees wins 5-4. They win the series. Let's go for the sweep. Well, you know what that means with the Yankees. They don't do it. We talked about it in the open. They just don't sweep teams. If you look at their record in those game sweeping opportunities, it's horrible. If they win half of those, they're probably in first place or tied for first place. That's how crazy that is. Like, the swing is insane to me, Keith. Like, what are we doing?
I don't know. I tried to say the new Yankees sweep. It's tough. I just feel like we're always 1 foot out the door.
I know sweeping 4-game series is very tough.
It's hard. It's hard to do tough for any team, any year.
But this game is.
I'm kind of getting over it now. I'm like kind of like at this point, just win the series. We've been winning series, so
yeah,
consistently winning series is better than like winning a couple series and not sweeping the couple series you win. When you string together series wins, we're looking good. Our record looks nice. Our record finally looks good.
It does look nice.
61-50.
61-50 after today's loss. But what frustrated me is that both runs were unearned. And, that sucks, like, it's just the defense. And Odor's not a third baseman. And you think about, it's always, like, me and Jake always talk about, like, the little things. When we talk, the little things in baseball that affect the bigger picture. And the little things, like, for example, Joey Gallo gunning a guy out, or Aaron Judge playing the ball off the wall very well and, cutting off, Seager from it being a double to a single, and then they got a double play in the very next play. Like, those are the little things that affect the bigger picture. However, that works in reverse when you do not play clean defense. And when Odor does not convert that out, and then it leads to another runner on base, he's probably worrying about the runner on first for whatever reason, and then that leads to a walk. You got runners on first and second, and then you got Seager who hits a ground rule double, and then 1 run comes in. You got what I'm saying? Like, those things affect the bigger picture, bro. So we need our guys.
Like you can't cut corners type of thing. We're cutting corners, throwing Rugi at third. We know he's not a third baseman, and the ball will find you. The ball finds him.
Tyler Wade,
too.
Bro. Tyler Wade, bro.
Tyler Wade tracked that foul ball down. I swear I thought he had it. He was there. It dropped right in front of him, like he lost it in the lights.
I think he thought that the stands were closer than what they were.
Right. There's no lights. It was a day game.
Right. So it was overcast, so they probably had lights. But
it wasn't like he was blinded by it. I think he like you said, he didn't judge how much room he had, and he lost it.
Right. The wind was crazy too. I feel like there was a lot of balls that could have gone out today. Yankees got pretty unlucky earlier in the game with hitting balls right at people. that could have scored other things, and then Seager made some insane plays on third that stopped the Yankees from scoring runs. Anyway, Yankees go 0 for 11 with runners in scoring position. They would leave a small country on the base paths today, and that's definitely why they lose. They got shut out at home on getaway day, and that sucks. And Gleyber slid into second. I love the fact that he tried to steal second. But if you got a fucking oven mitt, why are you trying to grab the base with the opposite hand? Like, isn't that like hustling backwards? Or put the oven mitt on both? What are we doing?
Yeah, it's frustrating to see. It's like,
it is.
Come on, bro.
Luke
Don't
Voigt,
hurt yourself.
Luke Voigt, and then I guess this is the last thing I'll say about this game. No, we still got to talk about Luis Gil. Luke Voigt came into this game off of the IL and was trying to like make up all of his numbers in these 4 at-bats. He would go on, guys, to go 0 for 4. One of them he got, J.P. Crawford stole a hit from him. But the other ones are just like bad at-bats. Like it just wasn't like Luke, sometimes less is more. Use the force, Luke. Use the force, guys. Just relax. But he left 5 men on base, man. He's like the biggest culprit. He's lucky Chris is not here. He might get you trash for just that one game. But but yeah, so I feel like he's trying to prove a little bit, Keith. Yeah, man, like, hey, I'm Voigt, like, yeah, you got Rizzo or whatever, but yeah, I'm Voigt. So it just sucked.
Nah, it sucks. I felt bad for him being in that position because, of course,
he wasn't
thinks,
supposed to come up.
This is my chance. This is my opportunity. I got to hit one out and be the hero and change this narrative, but that's hard to do. And like you said, he should have just been, I don't know. It's tough. Maybe he needed more rehab starts. Maybe he'll put it together in Kansas City, but
yeah,
it's all good.
Judge struck out looking.
To end it, that was tough. But Judge has had some good.
He did.
He's had some good at-bats in this series. So.
Good, and Giancarlo too. Giancarlo has had some good at-bats in this series. He's looking like he's starting to get back in the swing of things. Even Gleyber was fucking hot too, bro. Like, he was looking good. Made some good plays at short too. And he had 3 hits today, Gleyber.
Yeah.
And then it's just so unfortunate that now he's getting going. You get me? And then now this hopefully this thumb thing is nothing, man. But wouldn't that be frustrating if he gets like some ligament shit in the thumb because of the way that he slid into it? Keith, he slid with his thumb like this.
I saw it and I immediately was like,
I'm worried. I'm worried about it.
Can't lose the shortstop right now. No. Then you're getting Tyler Wade at shortstop every day.
Oh, no. I cannot have that. I believe that
hopefully the MRI or the X-ray comes back and it's negative and he didn't tear anything. But when I saw it live, I panicked. I was like, no, this is what we can't have happen with all those names on the injured list on the IL.
I don't want to add any more. Please, don't add any more, please. Yeah, please don't add any more. Yankees lose this game, I hate losing on the podcast day because it feels like we lost a series. But I'm glad that we took that little break or respite, didn't hop in right after the game because I would have been kind of emotional, like losing the game because I was pissed because of how many people the Yankees lost on base and the little errors that led to it. But hopefully we get better for this. We can't let that's even though it's a 162 one-game season, can't let that small game cloud up the bigger picture, which is the Yankees have been playing very well, man. You look at the standings, Yankees have climbed back into the AL East race, man. I'm not even talking about the wild card. Yankees have climbed back into the AL East race. We need some of these guys back though, Keith, because
we can't cut corners. We need our actual team to be competing right now when we need wins.
We need the actual team. But Yankees got to beat Kansas City right now coming up. That's very important. We'll talk about picks to click. I don't know if we could do pick to click. And then we'll do PinstripeStrong Performer, right? We should do a Pinstripe Strong performer of the series. He's a Pinstripe Strong performer. He earned his pinstripe and was part of the reason why he won it for us here. Performer. All right. We are on the road. I mean, we are at home, so I go first. I feel like the guy I gotta give it to is gonna be. Oh, man. Shit, man. I want to give it to an offensive play. I was thinking about giving it. There's some people right now, like I feel like Luis Hill, like I'm talking about like different people. But I'm probably gonna go with Giancarlo. I'm definitely gonna go with Giancarlo Stanton and what he's done. I guess you could go Brett Gardner, but Giancarlo Stanton playing the field finally. And was able to rescue the Yankees in extras. He's hitting well. Giancarlo Stanton is back. He hit 429 in the series, so that's good for him. I know, whatever. He played every game. I'm happy for Giancarlo. We need him to get going, especially with all of these guys hurt. So Giancarlo Stanton, you are my Pinstripe Strong performer of the 4-game series.
Yeah. It's good to see when Giancarlo's going right and he has these multi-hit games and he's not grounding out or striking out.
Only had 2 strikeouts.
He's coming up clutch. Like I don't know. I think with the lineup changing, him being lower in the lineup, like he's starting to become a weapon again. Year 4G back on. All right. My Pinstripe Strong performer basically had a whole day. Gallo day.
Yes. Oh my God. Thank you.
Gallo, that swing. That uppercut swing, 2 doubles in that game. They were calling him Joey Two Bags. Man, I love watching him play as a Yankee. He talked about when he was a kid, his 10-year-old self would probably, would be crying right now or wouldn't know what to do right now. And I feel like he's living that like Yankee dream that all Yankee fans have of like growing up and playing for the Yankees. And that was his like signature moment in this series. That home run dropping in like that in the stadium.
Yes.
That was sick. So Joey Gallo, Pinstripe Strong performer.
Absolutely.
That's his first one. That's his first one. In pinstripes, did it at home.
Hopefully,
Joey Gallo day. Joey
more.
Gallo day, 8-5.
Hopefully many more.
Yeah.
I just asked Christian who his Pinstripe Strong performer is. All right, hold on. Let me make sure. Let me make sure because I don't know if he's joking. He's being seriously not. All right, okay, cool. He said Andrew Heaney. He's giving it to Andrew Heaney.
Wow.
No, he did not give it to Glaber. But he said
some controversy.
What
Internet
he said,
hates Andrew Heaney.
What he said is that game could have been over. Yankees could have lost, and he was basically a big time reason why the Yankees won that series was because he could rebound back after a bullpen day and give the Yankees 6 innings and gave the Yankees what they needed out of the pen. I don't blame him for that one. I do not blame him for that one. I get that he, you could give it to offensively. You could give it to Glaber, who hit 357 in this series. Or you can give it to even Luis Hill, who pitched great in his second start and showed his mettle a little bit. We didn't talk about Luis, but the fact that he was in a big jam after an error and was able to get out of it and pick up his teammate, it didn't turn the double play. And I feel like that showed me a lot about him, bro. He's got some moxie.
Yo,
I like that.
We didn't talk about Odor when Luke threw that ball to second and Odor just stopped like he was supposed to be covering second and he just changed his mind. I guess
but it wasn't supposed to be him. It was supposed to be Glaber because as soon as Glaber got into the dugout, the coaches were talking to Glaber like, "Yo, you got to be the one." Like this,
Glaber didn't even look like he was going to cover. I thought that was Rugi.
That was the problem. That's why Rugi looked at him like, "Why aren't you covering?" Like he looked at him like, "Why are you covering it?" I thought Luke Voigt made a good play right there, but he didn't do it. So that's who Chris chooses. He gave him Pinstripe Strong performer. I don't blame him. That is his pick. That's a good reason why because we don't win this series without Heaney, to be honest. Remember, a couple of feet, and we're talking about Anthony Rizzo pitching in this game, and the Yankees probably looking at a split, with these guys. So he's very right with Heaney.
Shout out to Heaney, bro. I was tweeting from the Pinstripe Strong account, and people were dogging him. Anything I posted,
I was one of them in the beginning of the game. Holy shit! I was like, I think you said something like, "Oh, DFA after the game," like some shit like that. Like you're laughing.
No, I didn't say DFA him. I was riding with him. Like at first, I knew like it was trash. He had a trash start. He was heading for you trash, but he's an innings eater. We got him to eat innings, so that was his game. We weren't gonna take him out after a bullpen day. He could have gave it up more. Yes. He found something. He struck out the side one inning. He ran his strikeouts up to like 9. That was a Pinstripe Strong performance. His second time in Pinstripes, he has some gusto about him. He found it, and that kept us in the game. We were able to steal that game 5-4. And all of those people that were trashing Andrew Heaney, I think I put something else. I think I tweeted. I was like, say something nice now. Like, we won that game because he didn't fold all the way. He gave it up early, and he bounced back.
Yeah, I said something after. I said, you know what? I did say this earlier because I retweeted my own tweet. And I said, I did say this earlier, but I got to give the man credit. A man can admit, whatever, or, errors or whatever it is or mistakes. And you know what? He started off horribly, but I love the fact that he pitched deep into this game. So I give him credit there. So Pinstripe Strong performer was Andrew Heaney for Christian Frias. And the you trash. You trash, son! All right. We'll go with you. Chris will pick one, and then I'll pick one.
You trash. This is a tough series to pick someone out and say you trash. And it's funny, I'll be wanting to give someone you trash, but then they redeem themselves.
Yeah.
No, I can't do what I was gonna do. Let me look at the stats and start thinking about who to give it to. There's nobody that you can really throw under the bus. I guess I gotta do it, man. But this isn't fair. The one game we lost today, and Lucas Licky gave it up. He's the only guy. There's another guy that I'm leaving for.
That wasn't even his fault.
No, it wasn't his fault. But we can't give it to Heaney. We just gave Heaney Pinstripe Strong. We would never give it to Heaney because we won that game. In the one game we lost today, Louis Licky, you let us down, but I know it wasn't his fault. You got to give him you trash though, and that leaves Joe with the other guy that you could give you trash to, but it's a tough series to give somebody you trash. We won 3 out of 4. We could have won today.
Well, Chris said Rizzo. Rizzo had 1 hit, and he hit into some double plays as well. And
then he didn't play today.
I know, but he played in 3 games. And
yeah, I'm looking at the stat sheet. But that's what's up about his numbers.
For me personally, I'm going Davis, bro. You sent down a guy that was batting 270 something to have Jonathan Davis, who by the way is very good defensively. I know he's got speed and all of that stuff, but his speed means nothing if he can't get on base. The man had ample opportunities to be able to get on base. Does nothing. He had no hits in his 7 at-bats. I try to give him, a chance. I didn't want to. And he got a PP arm. He does. Got a PP arm. He put his whole body behind the throw and it only got to the second.
Super fast.
Yeah, it only got to the second baseman and all that. But I don't know. I wanted to give him a chance or whatever it is, and maybe he'll turn it around or whatever. I don't know. I hope so. But when you're replacing Greg Allen, who was playing well for the Yankees, giving the Yankees some good energy, and I get it, Greg Allen was striking out a lot on a lot of different pitches, then I got to give it to you, brother. I'm not going to give it to anybody on the pitching staff because the pitching staff as a whole fucking did their shit in this series. I love that. They shut them. They shut the dudes down.
New bullpen.
All of that stuff, writings, everything. Luis Hill, everything. The pitching was phenomenal in this series. The fact that we don't have Garrett Cole, Montgomery, Kluber, Herman, all of these guys are not here with us. Chapman pitched only 1 game, and then he had to go. And, the fact that all of that stuff was happening, they buckled up. But I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to give it to my guy, Jonathan Davis. Pick it up, guy. Pick it up because... You trash, son! That's it. You could give
Honorable
it to Luke
mention,
Voit. Who you giving?
Rugi Odor, but he's a fan favorite,
but
and he
hit
does
the
a
big time
little.
homer. He had the big short porch.
Yeah,
that helped win us the
that's what I
game.
said. He's the guy that I'd be wanting to give it to, but you can't give it to Rugi.
He keeps
You
doing
can't give
stuff
it
to get
Sometimes he
himself out
pisses
of
me
it.
off.
Yeah, he keeps doing stuff to get himself out of it. So that's good. So, okay. So Chris says that his swag champ is going to be Glaber. He put up a picture of Glaber putting up his stuff or whatever, but him coming into the clubhouse looking swaggy with the nice sneakers. I think he has some. Are those Dunks? No. Hold on. What are those?
Yeah, they look like dunks.
They do
They're
look like
low
dunks.
low dunks, black and white dunks.
Man, Nike'd out, got the chain out, black tee gold chain gang, you know what I mean? Walking down the
You see Luis Hill's chain?
Luis Hill got
His
he
shit's
got a
sturdy.
chain, boy. He got a chain. I feel like he used his whole bonus when they signed him up to buy that shit.
That's Glaber. That's Glaber walking through.
Chris says his pick
Nike
to click
down.
for this series. He got pick to click coming up in the series is going to be Jameson Tyone for Chris Frias. That's what he says.
Good
Chris
pick.
McFly is going to be Jameson Tyone for him. Who you got, Keith?
My pick to click for this series coming up is Luke Voit. Luke is a Missouri guy, and
Okay.
we've seen him hit some bombs out of Kauffman Stadium. This was a tough game for him today. I hated
that
this
one.
game for him today because of all the spotlight and attention being on Rizzo out, him in, and he tried to hit one out today and it didn't go his way, and he ended a couple innings with the last out, and it sucks. So pick it up, Luke. You could do it. This is your time. You have gotten this opportunity. You're my pick to click in this Kansas City Royals series. You could get it done. Hit a couple out. Hit like 3 bombs in this series.
Yes, hit some bombs in the series. That would be nice. Okay. I'm trying to see. I was trying to see who's like the pitching probables coming up right now. I'm not sure who's pitching for Kansas City. Kansas City's kind of ass, but you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and choose Giancarlo Stanton. I think he's starting to get into like a little bit of a groove, and I think going up against Kansas City, I'm not sure who the pitchers are. A couple of weeks ago, people were disrespecting Giancarlo Stanton. They were bringing in lefties. They were taking out righties to bring in lefties to face Giancarlo Stanton. And he's starting to get going. He's hitting really well. He got a PinstripeStrong performer, got a game-winning hit. Is playing a little bit in the field, which I hope to see it. I mean, you probably won't see it in this series because there's so many injuries. But my pick is definitely going to be Giancarlo Stanton. Keith, you said that yours is who?
Luke Voit.
Luke Voit. Okay. So yours is Luke Voit. Mine is.
We need him to play well.
We need him to play well, man. But we need all of it, and we need some wins. We need a sweep. Can we get a sweep against Kansas City, please? They're ass. they're really ass. They're so bad. I'm looking right now. What is Kansas City's record right now?
Let's see in the standings. I was just looking at it because I was looking at where we were in the standings. They're not good.
They're 47 and 62. Come on.
Like an opposite record than we have.
Yeah. Big time stuff coming up.
They've lost their last 2, and they're 4-6 in their last 10. So if they want to lose some more games, we should get this done.
Yes. Toronto's hot on the Yankees' heels. I'm not sure who Toronto faces next, but I think they face the Orioles next. So,
They got the Angels next.
oh my God, yeah. So, I knew that it was. I was looking at all of the schedules between, like, for everybody that we're looking at. It's that time of year, guys. This is 100.
Watching out of town scoreboard, watching everybody's moves.
I love this. This is what I love about 162 games. Like the daily, like looking at the other teams, the looking at the schedules, the bad game. Like Red Sox losing 2 out of 3 to Detroit might come and bite them in the ass, bro. Like, you cannot lose to those teams on the stretch when you're trying to make a run, you know? I'm not sure who Tampa Bay faces next. I think they face the Red Sox, right?
Yeah. They're going to Fenway.
You see, and so now we're gonna root a little bit for the Red Sox to win some games against Tampa Bay, because we want to also keep Tampa Bay at bay. You know, we want to keep them closer, but you know, Toronto is also on our heels. They got a fucking easy schedule, insane easy schedule. But yeah, this is the exciting part, man. This is the exciting part of the year. This is why we love baseball. Thank you guys so much for joining us today on this PinstripeStrong podcast. Sorry that we lasted this long without coming back, but you know, it was for good reason. Jenny, I love you. I appreciate you always. And tomorrow we're going to finally put you to rest on Tuesday, actually. But thank you guys so much, man. But like I always say, make sure you guys keep your pinstripes on and stay pinstripe strong. Let's go, Yankees! Tell them, Noah! Pinstripe strong, all night long with pinstripe strong, pinstripe strong, all night long with pinstripe strong. Everybody do, come on, join the pinstripe strong. Be a McFly, join the JNP fly. Peace, guys. Love you, Jen. Dope podcast. Fire.
We are probably a couple subscribers away from breaking 10K on YouTube.
Oh, we are?
Which is crazy.
Where we at?
I haven't. Let me see exactly the number.
I know I had it up, but it's close here. Thank you, Joey Stats, for the stats. I think I'm gonna have to, like, throughout the series, Joey, if you're in the, is Joey in the chat? If you are, throughout the series, there's stats that Katie Sharp sometimes tweets out about the Yankees. Like all of the guys they tweet out, or if you come up with certain stats, oh, the Yankees and X amount of games, you know, so that we could, you know, we'll bring it out, you know, in the podcast. I think that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, she had that stat about the Yankees base running and stealing bases, and Glaber. Yo, Glaber is sneaky on the bases. He be sneaky with getting his bags.
I love seeing him steal bases, man. Yankees apparently.
We are 10 subscribers away from 10,000.
10?
Yeah, I'm about to tweet that out.
Fuck, we lost 3 subscribers? I thought we were 7 away.
Let me see. It might be different if you look at the analytics. When I just logged into it,
yeah.
it said 9,990. Now, if I go to the YouTube Studio Analytics, it'll probably say
it
something
says 9,993.
No, and then now on the analytics, it says 9,993. So it says 7 there, 10 on the other one. But I think it'll happen tonight.
Nice. So if you're not subscribed on YouTube, make sure you guys subscribe on YouTube. Appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are the best. And yeah. See you guys. Catch you guys on the flippity flip. On the flippity flip. Where's oh, here we go.
We out of here. All right, Cho. I'll hit you in the chat.
All right. I will see you guys later. Gotta sweep these guys. I just unsubscribed, sorry. Why? What the fuck? Sheesh. Thank you guys.